Greetings and welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at the 2018 post-apocalyptic thriller horror film BirdBox, directed by Susanne Bier and starring Sandra Bullock, Sarah Paulson, and John Malkovich. Let's begin. In a post-apocalyptic world, Mallory Hayes informs two young children that they will go down a river in a rowboat. She sternly instructs them not to remove their blindfolds or they will pass away. 5 years earlier, a pregnant Mallory is visited by her sister Jessica. A news broadcast reports unexplained mass incidences of people taking their own lives, spreading across Europe and Asia. After a prenatal checkup, Mallory witnesses a woman smashing her head repeatedly into the hospital window. Others start acting dangerously as well, causing panic and chaos. Afterward, Mallory hurries to leave the scene with Jessica. While steering away from the hospital, Jessica sees something inexplicable that drives her insane and she deliberately crashes her car. She then walks in front of a speeding truck and passes away. As Mallory flees on foot, a woman invites her into a house for safety. The woman then sees the entity before going into a trance and sitting inside a burning car. A passerby, Tom, picks up Mallory from the street into the house where 6 other people, Douglas, Greg, Cheryl, Felix, Charlie, and Lucy, are taking shelter. Charlie says that humanity has been judged and that the appearance of demonic entities is a sign of the end times. He also mentions that those spiritual beings have different names in various cultures, such as Akamana, Surgat, Hulijeng, and Puka. Those in the house cover all the windows and blindfold themselves whenever they go out. As new pregnant survivor Olympia arrives, Greg takes his own life after volunteering to test if it is safe to observe them indirectly through surveillance cameras. Half of the group goes into the grocery store Charlie worked at to restock their dwindling food. They drive there in a car with covered windows using GPS navigating system. Mallory gets 3 pet birds along with their supplies. She notices the entity's presence agitates the birds. Later, Charlie's co-worker attacks the group, attempting to force them to look at the creatures. However, Charlie sacrifices himself to save the others. They make it back to the house. Sometime after, Felix and Lucy steal the car and drive away. Olympia lets a stranger named Gary into the house against Douglas's wishes. Gary explains that he escaped from a group of unblindfolded survivors who have gone insane from seeing the entities and tried to force others to look at them as well. Douglas tries to force Gary to leave, but Cheryl knocks Douglas out and the others lock him in the garage. As Olympia and Mallory go into labor simultaneously, Gary works on drawings of the entities, revealing that he has seen them too and gone insane. He knocks Tom unconscious and opens the garage door, exposing Douglas to the entities. Gary goes upstairs and rips all the windows' blinds. Olympia fails to look away, and after witnessing the creature, she dives out of the window, taking her own life. Mallory hides with both newborn babies under a cover, while Gary forces Cheryl to look at the entities, causing her to take her own life by stabbing herself in the neck with a pair of scissors. Douglas escapes the garage and blindly attempts to take Gary's life with a shotgun, wounding him in the process, but Gary takes his life with the scissors. Tom begins to recuperate shortly after, fighting Gary over the gun. After Mallory hears a few gunshots, Tom approaches her to say everything is fine. 5 years later, Tom and Mallory live together with the children, called Boy and Girl. They receive transmissions from survivors informing them of a safe community hidden in the forest, accessible only by boat along the river. As they leave their house, a group of unblindfolded survivors attacks them. Tom distracts the assailants so Mallory and the children can flee. He uncovers his eyes and sees the entities, but manages to eliminate all the attackers before taking his own life. Mallory and the children go blindfolded down the river on a boat, carrying the birds to warn them of the entities. They encounter several obstacles, including an unblindfolded survivor and river rapids. Soon after the 3 reach shore, they are separated when Mallory accidentally slides down a hill. The entities nearly trick the kids into taking off their blindfolds. Mallory regains consciousness and tells the children she loves them and where to find her. They eventually reach the community, a former school for the blind. Mallory releases the birds and finally gives the children names, Tom and Olympia. admitting that she is their mother. She is also happy when she sees her obstetrician, Dr. Lapham, is one of the survivors. If you enjoyed this film, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below letting me know which movie you'd like to see me do next and what you thought of this movie. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.